That's hot.
Topics. Who knew? Carrie will always stand the test of time. You know who could never do that? And just like that, Carrie. In fact, hi, if you're just joining us, it's Pot in the City. Every week we're dropping videos and we're doing things. We're deep diving also on this crap show called And Just Like That. Make sure that you've hit subscribe, you hit like and share and all that stuff, babe. Because we've recently done And Just Like That, ruined Carrie Bradshaw. And again, I'd never see Carrie delivering the pizza hot, fresh, and ready.
No, she would never.
No. Because she makes salmon. Not too much.
Too much salt.
Anyway, we're here. We got a little bit of news for you before we get into our other deep dive. So if you're just watching this part, make sure that you check out that other video too. If you like Sex in the City or And Just Like That, maybe you've stumbled in here because you are deep on Alec Baldwin and Hilaria world, or on Taylor Swift world.
Uh-oh.
Gosh, the last time we put out a Taylor Swift video where I did make the statement that she is not a showgirl, I do still stand by it.
And then I said that I actually thought the album was pretty good, and then somebody wrote, "Wow, y'all are y'all are so jealous."
I mean, in the wise words of...
So as Demi Lovato would say, sorry, not sorry.
Man.
Just gonna leave it at that. That's my opinion.
Indeed.
That's my opinion!
Did you get a bath plate?
Taylor Swift was... Do you want to start with that?
Yeah, Taylor Swift is on the Graham Norton effect. And let me take you through this. Immediately, if you just like look at the couch. Oh, by the way, Bette Midler was on Watch What Happens. We should have talked about that.
I watched it.
Okay, yeah, I watched clips.
Love her.
It's weird to see Taylor Swift in a situation like this. And I think I've been hearing a lot of rhetoric on different podcasts I listen to just about like, what is it about Taylor Swift that makes her so relatable? And I think it is that she kind of was not popular as a kid. Like that seems to be like what people relate to, because she does talk about that she was bullied and all this stuff. So it's weird to see her in a situation like this where she is one of the most famous people in the world. She's on a couch with a bunch of comedians and like actors. And even now, she just doesn't really fit into a panel situation. She just isn't. It's not a cool factor. It's just like she's not able to like hang out. I think
she's curated her image in such a way where if you put her in a situation that's very free flowing and like, and that's what the Graham Norton like show is.
Yeah.
Like, just conversate, like stuff is happening all over. In fact, what's different there is they have all the guests on the couch like at once.
Yeah.
Compared to like bringing them out one by one or whatever.
It's like the Howard Stern of the UK.
Yeah. And so she has to sit there and really, here is one of my issues with Taylor Swift is that she portrays this of the people like, I am your high school English teacher or whatever. I'm, sitting on a swing in high school crying about a boy, but then also is like a billionaire who has a private jet that I have watched the map of her. Do you know that after every concert, she flies back to her home? She gets on her private jet and flies back to her home instead of like staying in a hotel or something where she is. Which fine. But you're a dichotomy here. Like pick one thing or the other. That's why I don't look at her as a showgirl, because you're trying to portray yourself as an English teacher. But
then seeing her on these talk shows, she's not really good at banter. I watched her tell this story. Oh my God, did you hear it? It was like recent. She was telling a story about how Travis, is it Travis? That's her husband's name?
Travis Kelce.
This is the other Kelce. There's the two brothers, so I get the names mixed up. Jason?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Whoever her boyfriend is, was at a party and he wanted to tell the director of Barbie that he loved her. Did you hear her tell this story?
No.
It's an interminable length of this story. And the punchline of the story is, Greta Gerwig. He wanted to tell Greta Gerwig that he like really loved Barbie. And then he said, I'm kind of like Ken because I have a Barbie. And it turns out that he actually said that to like like some other famous guy's wife. So, and she looks confused. But like the length of this story was just, I'm like, where is this
And
going?
again,
Then that was the
Victoria is
punchline.
portraying that you are a Barbie and your man is so great that he compares you and him to Ken and Barbie. Adorable.
But
wow.
you can also tell that whoever the host was, I don't know if it's Kimmel or Fallon, but they're trying their best to help her tell this story. Like, and they're waiting to laugh at whatever this punchline is.
I'm likely going to be perceived as a jealous Taylor hater here, but I don't believe that her and Travis Kelce are like even a real thing, are they? I don't know. They seem so, again, calculated. It all seems just so manufactured that
I think one of my biggest icks in a man is a straight male content creator. There's a few that I do like love that are very, very funny, but like if I could not date someone who was like posting Instagram stories or
he's not a content creator.
But I think that that's kind of what his vibe is, though. Like, I think
he wants
really
to be famous. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to just be a football player. He wants to be famous.
And if he wasn't a famous football player, I think he probably would be a content creator.
I think who they are is fine. I think it's tiring that like the world is supposed to, stop on a dime at the fact that Travis and Taylor might kiss on the field after the like it's just too. It just reads like a shitty romance novel that like they're trying to produce this vision of we're America's sweethearts and coming out that like I'm this and I'm that. And that's why I can see when she's put in a position like being on Graham Norton or in an interview where she's challenged just to like, hey, just be you. She's maybe like Fifi O'Hara but portray a vision of who she thinks she wants people to believe
but she's better at it than Fifi, though.
She could just lay into being like, you know what? Maybe just come off as kind of like, I am rich, I'm a diva, I am a showgirl. Show me that you're a fucking showgirl and not that you belong at parties.
Okay, well, let me tell you what happened on Graham Norton. So there was there's a comic, a UK comic.
I did see this.
Okay, so what the overlying thing of this is that it seems as if Taylor Swift's team made it clear no one's allowed to promote your own stuff at this.
I don't think he was a comic. I actually think he was a musician.
Oh, he was a musician. Sorry.
Like
he specifically wasn't allowed. Yeah, and I don't think they're competing at all. Like he's a small musician. I think he like had a hit recently that became like a TikTok song.
Well,
so like
there is a past of Taylor like releasing 50 versions of an album so that she can like not let people get to number one. She did it with she's
fucked up.
I think that yes, that Taylor Swift is talented, and if she could just go do her tours, do her stuff, and just be herself, I think it would be a lot greater. But when you show us that like the only way you can really get number ones is by selling 50 variants of the same thing
before the album is released, but before anything's released. But anyway, so they're sitting there, and Graham asks the guy, "You have an?" I think he pulls out the album, and he goes like, "Oh, so this is your album?" And then the guy goes, "Oh, I was told I wasn't supposed to bring it up." And then there's this weird silence, and then Taylor goes, "By who?" And then it kind of moves on, and then he's like, "Well, you know what? Fuck it, I am going to talk about it." So he starts talking about it, and then the camera kind of goes out to like a full shot, and you can see her turn to Graham and mouth, "Thanks." So it's like not great. So we'll leave it at that.
I would love to see her evolve. How about that?
Sure.
Because we've watched her, from her she wears shorts, whatever it's called. He wears t-shirts and she's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, blah, 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 whatever. Watch this get dinged for copyright or something from just that. Is that how it works? Anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm probably a hater. I don't know. I want to like her, but it's...
I just love the drama of it all, Mama. But
The drama, Mama.
What's next? Do you want to talk about Alec Baldwin and Hilaria? Alec Baldwin's having a rough week.
Do I want to talk about Alec Baldwin and Hilaria? I don't know. I'm going to pop this up for a second just for weird transitions purposes.
All right.
Hilaria Baldwin and Alec Baldwin, the couple and love life of the ages. Booyah. I mean,
yeah, it's a bad week for them. On this now, to be fair, he did get off for killing someone. He got away with nothing. So,
I think that if you're
pretty blessed,
I would believe that if you're what is that called? Whatever would
dick?
lead you to marrying not your dick. Did you say dick?
Dick.
Oh, shtick. If your intuition would allow you and lead you to marrying someone like Hilaria Baldwin and then having 7 children together,
staying with her,
I think that you've got something wrong.
So on me and Jody's Peacock account, we have 2 accounts, and so we were picking pictures, and I saw that Alec Baldwin was a profile picture you could use. So I put it for 30 Rock.
Oh, okay.
Peacock. So I put that as my account, and I wrote Alec B. So then Jody, for her account, and they're right next to each other, right? She also put a picture of Alec Baldwin, and her name is guilty. So it's 2 pictures of Alec, and then Alec B is guilty. Then a couple weeks ago, I logged on, and it's just 2 pictures of a cartoon peacock. And I was like, what the fuck? And we both thought that we changed it, but then he's not on there anymore. They took him off as a possible profile picture.
I'm surprised it took that long.
So on the same week that Hilaria got bullied off of Dancing with the Stars, even though it's kind of, she's also reading the comments too much. Don't read the comments then, Gur. That's gonna happen.
If you guys have been just dropped on Earth too, Dancing with the Stars is not a situation where the people on the show vote you off. It's not a Survivor situation. Right. I can understand being bullied off of Survivor,
or Big Brother.
Is the audience just has to call in votes. They don't even have to. It's not even a tribunal. It's nothing. It's just people calling in votes for you. So how can you say you're being bullied off? People didn't like you. You can dance, sure, but
unfortunately, people are in a time right now where we want to root for the underdog, like Andy Richter. So but they're not doing that in spite of you. They're doing it because they want Andy Richter to do well.
Slight piece of information here, friends, is that she did ballroom professionally for whatever. So, which is fine. There's plenty of people who've been dancers on there before, but usually the person who wins is someone who is likable. The audience.
That's the other thing is you are inherently unlikable. How do you? And you did that show, Meet the Baldwins, where you came across as unlikable. If you're going to be in the comments all the time, like you clearly are, you need to take away some of this and use it to
everyone on planet Earth knows that you're faking your accent and that you're full of shit. So what was you thought you would go on this and people would be living for you? Then you live in a land of delusion yourself, sweetie.
You think you're going to win us over for your dancing. That's going to be the thing after all of the unlikability. Your dancing is going to make us like you.
She's probably though a type of a person who's I have never watched Dancing with the Stars, so I do not know how it works.
I didn't know who Alec was. I've never heard of 30 Rock. She is
Again,
Meghan
if you're just tuning in and you have no idea who this is, we are not making fun of people who have natural accents. We're making fun of someone such as Dorit Kemsley, who has a fake accent that they've decided to put on to make themselves seem more worldly. And that's Hilaria's problem.
Can I give you a little piece of information? Because I know I'll forget it. But this is just like that adjacent.
Oh.
I found out from the Every Outfit podcast that I've been obsessed with that Susan Sharon is apparently based on Dorinda Medley.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
Oh, you knew that? Wow.
We've talked about that before.
Well. Okay, so he got bullied off of Dancing with the Stars. Alec Baldwin got together with his brother, Stephen Baldwin, and they ran their car off.
Oh, wait.
He ran their car off.
Stephen Baldwin?
It was Stephen Baldwin, yeah. Why, do you like him?
No.
I think he was he's probably on a surreal life of some kind.
He's I think he was, but he's the dad of Haley Baldwin or Haley Bieber.
Oh,
He was the one in Biodome, and he's like an uber Christian guy. Like he's very anti-gay and all that. So
cool. Okay, well,
okay.
we were driving together in the morning.
This is recently.
Yeah, I sent that clip to you, remember? And I said, this is like watching Jax Taylor talk. And you said, yeah, it really is.
I couldn't.
Alec,
I was more paying attention to the physicality of it because he really was.
But
It
that
was
too.
weird. Yeah.
It's the lie. It's the obvious kind of lying and the inaccountability and just the like when Jax is very challenged, he goes into this, what? I don't know.
They're the victim.
They
don't know anything about anything.
Yeah, they want to find out the truth. They want
everything around them was just so ridiculous, so absurd. I mean, that was the part I listened to. He's like, "This truck, it was like the size of a whale or whatever."
Yeah,
it
was a huge truck, a biggest truck I've ever seen, a whale of a truck. And then he said that the truck randomly cut him off, and then he had to veer off the road and hit a tree, knocked over a sign, all that. But then the cam of the truck driving was released, like from the truck's view, so it's hard to see Alec, but it seems at the very least clear that the truck was pulling over. Alec was trying to get around him. He was speeding, and the truck pulled over, and then Alec was trying to go around the same way, and then that made him veer off into a tree. But he was so very clearly trying to like drive aggressively, and it was in a neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't take accountability, I guess, but
yeah, let's talk about Renee Rapp though.
If you guys are just jumping in, can you hit like?
Yeah,
can you hit subscribe? Please, just help us out. What about Renee Rapp? What now?
Renee Rapp was doing a concert, and this man on TikTok put out a video saying, hey guys, I have 2 tickets to a Renee Rapp concert tonight, and I really would like a date. And it was like the morning of, and I saw this in reverse. I saw the Renee Rapp part of this first, but she was in her concert and he was in the front, and you just see her going, oh, it's you. And she goes, did you find a date? And he's like, yeah, I did. He's right here. And she goes, that's so great. I saw that this morning. And I thought, oh, he's cute. He won't have any trouble finding a date. So that was cute. I just wanted to like put that little bit of, oh, actually that's a TikTok, you don't stop. Little TikTok, you don't stop. I like to throw out like happy things. So that was cute. He did find a date, and it seems like they really hit it off. Do you want to do some Wicked Watch?
I do want to do some Wicked Watch. Let's throw it up there. It's Wicked Watch 2025, baby. And what's on everyone's lips is who's playing the Cowardly Lion?
I'm genuinely like worried because the first comments that were coming out were all either Trisha Paytas, which is hilarious. And
did you see that Trisha Paytas is going to be in the new season of? No, she's going to be in the new season of Euphoria.
Okay, sure, that sounds perfect. Actually, that show is bonkers. Okay, but James Corden, where everyone's like,
okay,
just as long as it's not, they aren't that stupid though, right?
This started with John M. Chu, director extraordinaire, robbed of a nomination for last year's Oscars for Best Director. Do we remember that? He didn't even get nominated.
The movie didn't win anything except costume.
But he didn't even get nominated for direction. How can you nominate it for anything else and you didn't? Okay. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. John M. Chu came out saying to people, mind you, in the movie, the lion, unlike, Wizard of Oz, is a lion. In the show, the stage version of Wicked, I believe like it doesn't have any lines. It doesn't
none of them have
do
lines.
Anything.
Right.
But they've shown a couple clips of the lion in the trailer, and here's one of the clips: the lion being like,
"Yeah."
And John M. Chu is like, everyone's jaw's going to drop when this distinguished actor walks onto the red carpet. And so now I'm like, who is it going to be? People, of course, are saying James Corden. Now, I'm thinking
People aren't saying James Corden. People are saying, I hope it's not James Corden, which I agree
know,
with.
but that is still alluding to the possibility of it being James Corden.
Yeah.
And I don't think John M. Chu would say
He's not
distinguished
stupid enough.
actor or something if it was
Because
James
Bowen Yang at least is like privy to social media being like,
I
the
feel
world
like
is going
John
to eat you
Chu would
alive.
be too. Like, I
John
feel like
Chu as well. He's like young. And then there's another part of this where he apparently said, yeah, I messaged this. I had to send this person an Instagram message. And I said, would you please do this? And then he said, oh, fuck it. Let's do it. So people were using that specifically. And people were immediately thinking it might be Lin-Manuel Miranda. But I guess the two of them are actually very close. And the way he told the story indicated that it wasn't a close friend of his. Because he had to find their hand.
John M. Chu directed In the Heights.
Yes.
So he
probably
would
isn't
be more ingrained with. I've heard people suggesting Ian McKellen.
Yeah, because they think the lion looks like him. I think it might be Seth Rogen. I think that is a great lion voice for one. And he's in really good standing.
Okay, but I like Seth Rogen a lot. I don't think he can transform his voice enough so he doesn't just sound like Seth Rogen.
But I don't think he has to.
That I don't want.
But
I don't want Seth Rogen's voice as the lion.
Didn't want that exact voice.
I don't think I want really anyone's voice as the lion.
I don't really want anyone. I don't want the lion to talk.
But I think the story, I think what they're developing in the story is right, that the animal, okay, wicked story deep in here is that animals are being forced to not speak. So I feel like they're going to have a point of having the lion speak. But like Sir Laurence Olivier, he died, right?
I think the top contenders are Seth Rogen, Lin-Manuel. Oh, people were saying Norbert Leo Butz too, but no one would recognize him when he steps on the red carpet.
I feel like he could very easily be an Ian McKellen, or who's the other guy from Star Trek?
Oh yeah, Captain
guy.
Captain Picard.
God, sorry guys. Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. I don't think it's him.
I feel like it has to be someone who's like, maybe it's Meryl Streep.
Do you think Norbert Leo Butz could be in the movie in some way though? Because it's weird that he's not.
Oh.
Is there any little bit part he could jump in and do? He should have been Dr. Dillamond, honestly.
He could have been they could have put him in that Stephen Schwartz part. It
was fun to see Stephen Schwartz. Anyway, I'm excited to see it. It should be revealed. When do you think it'll be revealed? I guess red carpet is.
They're saying we're the red carpet, but
when is that?
If I remember correctly from the original one, they started doing international premieres like weeks before it actually started.
I'm excited.
I've heard some early reviews, and they're saying it's fabulous and
better than the first. It said. I heard better than the first.
What I had heard that it greatly improves on the actual second act of the show, which is considered weaker than the first act in most circles, I guess. Guys, if you're locked in for Wicked Watch, make sure that you hit subscribe, hit like, and share. You know what you could also do? You could join our Patreon, because over there we talk about Broadway shit, baby.
I was going to say you could hype.
Oh, I learned something new about hyping even more. Another layer, because Mary, love ya, she left a comment and said, where do you hype? This was on our live video.
Right.
You cannot hype a live video.
You can. You weren't able to see it at that point because the video hadn't fully processed, but you can. I already deleted your comment and re-answered. But it's just under here, under the like and share button, right below where it says, where you'd click into the comments, you can scroll over to hype. Mm-hmm. So do that.
And it looks like a fire?
Yeah, you'll see it. It says hype this video. So do that.
Yeah. It helps us out a ton. Anyway, we're going to get into our deep dive. So well, you know what? No, I think what we should do is do like a cute little sound transition. Why not?